Alrighty, folks. As I look at question number 7, as you know at this point, I'm going to start by cubing the question. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle any important information. There's no vocabulary in this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and circle the points that are given to me. I'm going to circle the lines that are given. I'm going to underline the directive. There is no verb to box, and there is no unnecessary information. So at this point, I am done cubing the question. What this question does say is that points A and B lie on line AB, points CD lie on CD, and I need to figure out which statement is true, and I must show all my work. I'm going to first start by finding both equations of the lines. So y is equal to mx plus b is the slope-intercept form of a line. I'm going to first start with points A and B. I'm going to call this x1, y1, x2, y2. I'm going to find the slope of this line. So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which for line AB, this becomes 6 minus 3 over 7 minus 5, which is 3 over 2. So I know now that this equation can be written as y is equal to 3 over 2x plus b. In order to find b, I'm going to plug in one of these points. I'm going to choose point A to plug in. When I plug that into this equation, this gives me that 3 is equal to 3 halves times 5 plus b. I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to rewrite this as 3 is equal to 15 halves plus b, which is saying 3 is equal to 7.5 plus b. Subtract 7.5 from both sides, and I get b is equal to negative 4.5. So this equation can be rewritten as y is equal to 3 over 2x minus 4.5, and that is one of the two equations. Going to do the same thing for the second line, CD. I'm going to find the slope first, which once again is here. I'm going to call this x3, y3, and x4, y4. So my slope is going to be y4 minus y3 over x4 minus x3, which in this case is 0 minus 4 over 9 minus 6. This gives me negative 4 over 3. So now I'm going to write y equals mx plus b. I know that the slope of this line is negative 4 over 3x plus b. And at this point, I actually have enough information to answer this question. Here, option 1 says that lines A, B are... Oh, I realized that some of my work was off the screen. There you go. Take a second to realize I had negative 4 over 3 as my slope. So, going back to what I was saying, because I know both of my slopes at this point, I'm going to go through the options. Option 1 says that line AB is parallel to CD. This means that my slopes would be exactly the same, which is not true, so the lines are not parallel. Option 2 says that the lines are perpendicular, which means that my two slopes would need to be opposite reciprocals. Unfortunately here, 3/2 is not the opposite reciprocal of -4/3. So the lines are not perpendicular. Option 3 says that they are the same line, which means they would need to once again have the same slope, which we saw already that that is not true. So the only option that is left is that line AB and line CD intersect but are not perpendicular. In other words, they have different slopes, which is true. So I'm going to circle number 4, and I have completed question number 7.